Hi to everyone. I greet you in the name of Jehovah in whatever part of the world you are in. And I am very pleased to be serving in this platform in whatever purpose I'll be serving in, depending on your needs. I give thanks and honor to Jehovah because He serves me this platform in any way or any kind of way. And I'll get straight to the point. For this time, I'll go through a certain query that I came across in my inbox in the Facebook page, which went like, what is love? What is the purpose of love? And diving straight into the point by describing what love is. First, I'd go back to what I remember that was being taught in my time in a science class. There's a topic that was taught about addition and cohesion, whereby addition was the attraction between components that were not of the same type. Cohesion was attraction between maybe components that were of the same kind, cohesive and adhesive. So, in trying to explain love, I would refer to that cohesion being maybe attraction or things that are alike coming together to form a certain entity or a bond. Then again, addition. Units that are of different, coming together to form something that is united due to attraction. What is that attraction that leads to the formation of certain proliferation of certain things? Let's call it all of it proliferation. And love, we could call it proliferation, we could call it attraction, we could call it lust, we could call it anything that leads to the birth of something else. Most of all, something that's that leads to the benefit of other individuals, organisms, or leads to the sustenance of life. The true definition of love is the energy that was created by Yahweh to enable sustenance of life on earth. That's the true definition. So, having defined love, I'll get to the point of the purpose of love. Okay, having defined the term love, I've already defined the purpose of love: sustenance of life. Yahweh having manifested himself, God never created but manifested. God is a rock, God is water, God is this, God is air, God is fish, God is cattle, God is me, God is you, God is the other. God having manifested in itself or herself or himself as whatever he did, he had the idea or the prospect of this whatever he had manifested himself as. He had the prospect of continuity, sustenance, forever and ever. Why? Because he is the black and the white. He is the mirror and the plane. He is the power behind the light. He is the power behind the darkness. So, God will always continue as life. So, what is the purpose of life? Most of all, of human beings, most of all, as you as an individual, as a created individual, the purpose of your life is continue the work of God. Most of all, living. The first way in which you continue the purpose of God is through living. Excuse me, I'm chewing on some ginger, and maybe it could be interrupting my speech, but no problem. The purpose of life for every individual is living. From there on, as an individual lives, the individual finds his or her own thing, or maybe line of duty on this earth. How? Through suffering and sweat. Why? Because we were part of God, the Garden of Eden, and through sweat we go back to God. Once you discover through your sweat what is easy for you, or what's provide for you the daily bread, then you follow it. Then that's your line of work. Some discover killing, but that is cursed. Let me not go into that, but no one is easy. One could be easy, two could be easy, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Out of creativity of the human being or the animal, your life is cut short. So what is the purpose of life? Is sustenance. Once through sweat, not easy sweat, but sweat out of discovering that this, that's sweat. The taste of sweat is salty. The taste of food is given by salt. Life. Food, life. So once a being discovers the path meant not by God but by yourself, because God just manifested, knowing that the being provided this, it would discover. most of all, God knew your purpose, but He or she hid it and provided for you to understand it. And once you understood it, through Him, or through yourself, or through other means, you do it until you end in the physical realm. Then you go to the spiritual realm. Not dictated. No realm is dictated. So from there, you live on. So the purpose of love is a sustenance of life. For example, giving a small example as I gave of cohesion and adhesion of science. Today I was with some kids. I was with some primary school kids, and we were talking about science, and they told me about addition and cohesion. And I remember cohesion, attraction between like units, and addition, attraction between unlike units. You understand? Once they are attracted, they form a certain component. Example, addition, water droplets will form on the glass. They will come together and form. Cohesion, when you put water with ink, the water will become a different color, provided the ink was put in water before it came. So now, we come to the reason why God created love. I already talked about sustenance of life. But remember what was manifested was to be sustained and to be continued. Look and examine and understand any being on earth. The need is procreation. In love, God blessed the love to form, to give power to procreation. Procreation, from there, is another topic of another day. So, the purpose, let me say, love, the definition, what is love? Answering to your question, love is the energy that sustains life, pronounced by Jehovah. The purpose of love is to sustain life, pronounced by Jehovah, having the energy love sustain the life pronounced by Jehovah. Thank you very much. Have